Therapy is all about reframing. My name's Peter. I'm a therapist. People come into this office all the time, every day, and talk about what is really happening, what's really going on that is stopping me from living in alignment with myself, allowing me to really be who it is that I know I can be and I should be. And why is there some sort of blockage? Why am I out of alignment with who I know that I should be acting like, my true self? Why am I stopped? And what can I do to fix it? People are not coming into therapy in the first place because things are going fine. Because things are going okay, la-di-da-di-da. People start to make fixes and changes in their life when they have no choice, when their back is up against the wall. People have the most amount of opportunity to change and to grow and for there to be a new birth, a new life, a fresh start for someone when things have absolutely broken down and you realize there's no way out of the ashes but up. Until you hit rock bottom, you never really start to assess all the aspects of your life that is holding you back so you can really begin anew, start fresh, and really become who you are and really get into a sense of becoming, get into a stage of life that is constantly becoming. You're becoming who you are and to get into alignment with yourself, to constantly remove the blockages that are, always put in front of us throughout the course of life. So why are people coming to therapy? Because it is for a reframing. It is to be able to look at the same situation from all four sides of the coffee table. Because when you are down and you are out, you're looking at the present from lenses of the past. You're looking through the future and how to live your life today. Tainted glasses that are most likely viewing things with the trauma of the past. So to be able to reframe where you're at currently, to be able to understand what it looks like for really what it is and not what it looks like from your vision from a year ago, from 2 years ago, from when you were a child, to be able to really view something for really truly what it is, it takes some serious adjustment to be able to reframe where you are standing to look at things from. What is your viewpoint? Where are you looking at things from when it comes to positive, negative, and are you seeing something for a full picture? Probably not. Most of us are not. And that's because we're living in our own head. We're living with our own glasses. We're living with our own frame of mind. And having a therapist can be a very helpful thing when talking things out to be able to view things outside of yourself. Because when you're talking with a therapist, they're not on your side. They're not on your side. There's a third party. And they're able to really see things more for really what's true and what's really going on than how it is that you're feeling an intense moment at that moment. Because when you're feeling intense feelings, which are important to feel, you're viewing things from that lens of those intense feelings. What do we need to do? We need to be able to step out of ourselves, not take things so personally, and be able to view things from all sides to be able to objectively see what's really going on here and what is the best next step for me. Because there's a lot of next steps I could go. And usually in life, you're at a fork in the road. You're going either left and life will turn out one way, or you're gonna make a right and things are gonna turn out in a completely different way. So how do we move through in a way that is the correct way to view things? Is by viewing things in a way that is not personal, where you're not making everything about yourself, and you're able to then go and view things from a holistic point of view. And that's best done with not trying to think things through, but to talk things out. And it's not easy to sit there in a room by yourself and talk things out by yourself. It's just not. It's not easy. So that's why people go to a therapist. Or hopefully, some of them are good, some of them are not good, just like everything. There's always a bottom 50%. I digress. When to talk things out is so much more important than trying to always think things through. Because if you're stuck in a place where you're trying to think things through, then what happens? You get stuck in the world of thought. And the world is created with thought, speech, and action. And if you want to get to action, you better start talking. That's how we create new perspectives, new ideas, new concepts. That's how we develop who we are and develop, how we can begin to change the world around us and change our own reality is through speech. So, as I conclude, if you found yourself in a place that feels like you're in a pile of ashes, try your best to find someone to talk it out with, to view things from a place where you're not taking it personally, reframing, and through that start asking not why me, but what's next. And eventually, if you keep asking that what's next question, eventually you're either going to get the answer, you're going to come up with the answer, or the answer's going to come to you. And Gesundheit, hey, good luck, bud.